Well, thank you all for being here. We're here today because it's been 5 long years since the minimum wage workers last received a raise. 5 long years that working full-time at $7.25 has meant earning just about $15,000 a year. 5 long years that the minimum wage has been a poverty wage. 5 long years as costs have climbed for everything that workers need to buy, as you can see from this chart. Look at all the increases in everything. And these are the things that low-income people have to spend money on. Transportation, mass transit, childcare, rent, food, auto repairs, all of these have gone up. But look how much the minimum wage has gone up. 0%. Just take mass transit, 21%. Most poor people have to take mass transit. Don't blame them, but their wages have stayed stagnant. Now again, what you see there, that amounts to just a giant pay cut for minimum wage workers. And we had a screen here, the clock here from the Center for Economic and Policy Research shows a staggering amount of money that workers and our economy have lost since 2009, since July 24th of 2009. As you can see, that workers would have earned about another, had we simply maintain the real after-inflation value of the minimum wage just since 2009, workers would have earned $6 billion more just since then. However, look at the bottom number. If we had maintained the value of the 1968 minimum wage, which is worth nearly $11 in today's dollars, then from 2009 to now, workers would have earned $300 billion more, just since 2009. So again, that's an enormous burden. When you take that money out of the economy on people like Brian, you're going to hear from him here, folks who serve customers in stores and restaurants, who clean our offices, hotels, and homes, take care of our children and loved ones. They're struggling mightily, both on their jobs, but also for their families. But they're stuck. Stuck in a low-wage job that they can't afford to support their family. So it's long past time to raise the minimum wage to $10.10 an hour and to raise the minimum wage for tipped workers for the first time since about 1993, if I'm not mistaken, and index those to the cost of inflation so we don't see this happening in the future. So Americans understand that our economy is still struggling. They know that Main Street businesses like those of Chris Summers here need customers. They need customers with money in their pocket to help them thrive. And they know that raising the minimum wage will help their businesses and help our economy, and they're right. I always say, think about it this way. If you raise the minimum wage for minimum wage workers, they're not going to spend that extra money by flying to Paris for the weekend. You know, they're not buying a yacht or a private jet. They're spending it on pizza and beer and things like that in our local stores. They're going out for an evening, maybe with their families, maybe once or twice a week. Maybe they'll go out and maybe have a meal someplace, which they can't afford to do right now. So again, raising that minimum wage will pump billions of dollars into the economy. All economists basically agree. It will raise the GDP of this country. It'll raise the GDP. Because what most economists agree now is there's lack of aggregate demand, which means people don't have enough money to spend, especially on the lower end of the economic scale. So again, the American people deserve a fair shot at the American dream. We're fighting to bring the minimum wage bill for another vote this year.